I don't know if I'm changing over. In the moonlight I can't kill this feeling sober, so I start to come alive. I don't know what starts to control me. I let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. We're so back against the wall. Just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't wanna die inside my reality. Wait for me. I don't want your mind to remember me.
Okay, so we've jumped the gun a little bit. I got the car up on jack stands. The first thing I've decided to do is try and get all the fluids drained out. So right now, my goal for this evening, because I'm not going to get it done today, there's just no way. I don't have enough time, not enough light. But the goal for today is just to get the axles out, something simple. If we get to that point, I'll be super stoked. So we're going to drain the transmission right now. Whew. This one axle out, yay! Since I pretty much just installed these coilovers, it makes it really nice just kind of working them back out of the car. Nothing that I'm dealing with here in this area should give me too much problems, because I've either had it out before, you know, at some point in my life. So, you know, naturally you would think that you'd be able to do it a second time. That might be foolish to think. I did just get that out with my hands though. But two, most of this stuff is brand new, so that would also make me assume that I could get it out fairly quickly and easily. Without too much drama, I hope. And stuff like this, all the nuts and bolts, anything that holds anything together, I just put it back where it came from. I mean, losing the cotter pin is the least of my worries, but any nuts and bolts, definitely trying to put those back where they go.
Look.
I see.
That's mean die. Cartoons. There we go. Cartoons.
Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Yeah, sorry about the kind of sporadic filming there. Emery was helping us film, obviously, and her directing skills and videography skills are unmatched, clearly. So it got dark pretty quick. I just kind of wanted to get started tonight. So a quick rundown of what we did. I'll just try and do my best to show you guys like this. So we got the cold air intake pulled off, you know, easy stuff there, just kind of low-hanging fruit. Got a good bit of connectors unplugged, you know, map sensor, TPS, things like that, idle inlet air temperature sensor. Also got the headers out. Got the headers out. They're in the back of the car. We got both axles out, which, you know, if you guys remember, that's exactly what I wanted to accomplish tonight. Got the sway bar undone. Yeah, we're well on our way. Everything else, I just got everything kind of sitting in the hatch here. Yeah, just parts and stuff, easy stuff. Hopefully tomorrow is when I'm planning on pulling the engine out. I'm gonna try my best. So yeah, but we're well on our way, boys, and thanks for coming along with me. I will pick you guys back up tomorrow at some point. Good morning. It's a brand new day out here working on the RSX, and we're gonna tackle some low-hanging fruit here. I'm gonna get the RBC pulled off of this thing. So quick little tip, if you have an aftermarket fuel rail like I do and you don't have the factory harness holder anymore, I did this whenever I replaced my fuel rail, but if you just write the number on each one of the plugs, like this is number 2, this one says number 1, that'll help you out a lot. Number 3, they're all different lengths, so you really actually can't get them wrong. But you know, it's just a quick identifier to help you out. And we've got number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 3. So you can see they get consecutively shorter. So 1's the longest, 2, 3, and then 4. So if that helps you out, I hope it does. I'm going to do a little bit of labeling just because I know how I am, and this takes a little time up front, but trust me, it's worth it. And it's not going to be pretty, it's just got to be legible. So I do believe that's the majority of this wiring harness taken care of. Need to go grab a few more of those. Fingers crossed. Oh. Can't forget this guy. Nice. RBC intake manifold with hybrid racing fuel rail has been removed. All right, this is junk. I've had this forever. But yeah, this thing's been reused so many times. If anyone can tell me what this splooge is, like I have no idea what any of this junk is supposed to be. Like it's I don't know if it's like fuel or what this is supposed to be, like unburned fuel or whatever, or if this thing just wasn't making a good enough seal or something. I feel like this is supposed to be more dry. I mean, it smells like gas, but I mean, like you can't rule that out of anything. I mean, the fuel injector's right there, so I don't know if it's fuel that didn't burn or what, but that's junk and we've got a new one. So now stuff I'm gonna try and get to, just gonna go ahead and undo all the starter stuff. Like all that stuff's got to come out. I need the knock sensor for the K24 block, and these are super fragile. Like I said, super fragile. Technically I need 3 new knock sensors, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Gotta get this one out, man. Oh god, that sucks. I can't believe that just happened. Okay.
O'Reilly Auto Parts, this is Tristan.
Hey Tristan, it's Brandon again.
What's going on?
I need a knock sensor for that same car.
I can order you one of those. That sucker runs like $84 though, man. It does come with a lifetime warranty though, so I mean that helps.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean I gotta have it, so.
Be tomorrow at 8 o'clock also.
All right, I'll let you know if I break anything else. Maybe that's the last thing that'll snap off. We'll see.
Yeah, get hot and cold and everything else.
Yep, you're right. Alrighty, well, I'll let you know if I need anything else, but I appreciate your help, bud.
No problem, man. We'll see you later.
All right, see ya. Is that a different size? Please be a different size. It is a different size. Okay, cool. So that means I can't confuse them. How kind of Honda. Now, this is crazy. I mean, this car was built in 2004 more like than anything, but this thing was built between 17 and 18 years ago in Suzuka, Japan. And so the last person that touched a lot of these bolts, because I'm only the second owner of this car. I know the first owner didn't do to this thing. It was totally stock minus cold air intake. A lot of the stuff that's being touched by me right now has not been touched since back then. It's insane, man. It's utterly crazy. Just unbolt these little guys. Unbolt the bracket instead of like trying to unclip the little thing, because that's just gonna break, right? And then I'll slide this back on, and surely I'll be able to remember where things go. Surely, we'll see. Only time will tell, right? I need to get these engine mounts out, you know, so might be beneficial for me just to hang out down here for a little while. Jesus, why did I choose to do this on the hottest day of the bloody year? Just for reference, this goes in right there. I'm gonna go put this in the engine block right now so I don't forget where it goes. And also I want to get out of the heat for just a minute because my God, I'm sweating bullets out here. Ugh. All right, I do believe that I have got everything fairly much undone. And again, I didn't even mess with like trying to undo the plastic clips. I just took off the bracket itself. I've broken enough stuff, just these old I mean, this thing's an 05, you got to remember, and a lot of this stuff's never been touched before, and it's had a billion heat cycles it's gone through, so a lot of this stuff is just dry, rotted, and brittle. And this is the majority of the harness. I mean, there's not much else harness-wise that is attached to the engine, or transmission for that matter. Just for ease of access, I'm gonna just pull the battery box, just because, I mean, or the battery tray rather. I may paint this though, because it's, I mean, it's filthy. I'm gonna clean everything up that I can clean up, but I mean, this is dirty, so might be worth, you know, just cleaning it up and throwing some paint on it. I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna rust or anything, but you never know. Let's pull the harness off of the coil packs. There are some plugs that go back here behind the engine. This plug for the VTC valve. Let's go ahead and unplug that since I'm thinking about it. Boom. And then also, you know, obviously VTEC stuff. Trying to be gentle. Am I hitting the right? Yeah, I'm hitting the clip, and I've had this out before. I might just need like an actual flathead so I can get in here and get this just right. Maybe not. Yep, the bullet connector for the oil sender. I should literally just be able to pull this. Yep. And then there's the crank position. Boom. Done. That's, minus the coil packs, that is, from what I can tell, the entire wiring harness. Let me get the Allen wrenches. If the GoPro turns off randomly, it's because it's hot. I mean, it's just hot, man. Whew, touching anything. It's not like I just drove the car. Obviously, I didn't just drive the car. It's just bleeding bloody hot out here. Harness done, and thank God. I mean, like, truly, I'm not just saying this because, you know, obviously I have, you know, been in here 1,000 times and 1,000 times again, but the K series harness as a whole is such a simple harness to deal with, you guys. I mean, I think that's one of the main reasons why. Not only is it like just a absolutely incredible engineering feat that this, I mean, this engine, it is good, but it's so simple too. Like, anybody, literally anybody could do this. I think a lot of it's just a confidence thing. A lot of people are afraid to get in here and do stuff like this. One of these things is not like the other. It's this one. This is a spare. Gonna take these inside real quick. And just because I'm a little crazy, I'm just gonna do that, just like that. Just for a minute. I'll be back. Yeah. Yes, these are old, and yes, they still work. So they're going in. Doesn't matter which one goes where. You are all equally worthless. Internal monologue. Brandon, what are you doing? Just go pull the damn engine. Shut up, me. I'm having a moment. Don't put that back on. You're gonna have to pull it off soon anyway. You can't plug in the stuff like that. This is the oil cap that came off this car, so it's going back on. I am almost out of tape. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, I'm gonna do one last check to make sure that the harness is like out of the way. I don't have to label these. I know what those are. I mean, it's pretty obvious. That's it, ladies and gents. That's the entire wiring harness. Since I'm looking at them, I'm gonna go ahead and get these hoses, these vacuum hoses, out of the way. Since I'm just, you know, they're here, I see them. Actually, could I just unbolt that? So that way it's like less confusion later on. That seems like a more, I mean, anything that can, that speeds up the process and can cause less confusion, I'm totally down for that. And then I can just, like, you know, shove these up out of the way somewhere up here along with everything else, and it's relatively out of the way. This is not going to be used. I'm going to do a catch can, and I got brand new these guys on the way, so that's cool. Other than hoses and mounts, I believe that's it. There might be another ground somewhere. Actually, I know where another ground is. On this side. It's right here. I don't know how many grounds there are. I know for a fact that there are 3. One is on the intake, one is on the transmission, and one is right here going to the body. Killer progress. All right, I believe that is every wire out. Pretty much there is nothing on this side of the engine holding anything on except for the subframe and this mount. Like, there's nothing attached anymore. Well, okay, to be fair, the AC compressor is attached and it's holding the engine in technically, and the radiator hoses, but like, I mean, little stuff. I'm not going to disconnect the AC compressor. I'm just going to leave it in the car. I'm not going to open up that system. I tried to get it evacuated, but time was just not on my side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it in the car, and we're going to try and get that fixed before we hit the road for Import Alliance. But for now, I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go grab a Gatorade. I think we have made killer progress today, and if I don't get anything else done today, then you know what, I'm actually okay with that. So but you guys, this video will not end until this engine and transmission's coming out. This tool right here, I don't use it often, but man, does it help a lot with them belts. Golly, I'm so sweaty I can't even grab it. Ugh, that's probably gross. Yeah, awesome little tool when you need it. Put this belt on not too terribly long ago, to be honest with you. Ugh. Yeah, this belt ain't even that old. It's a Bando belt. I mean, yeah, it's virtually brand new, so that could be used on a K20 in the future. What else is holding you on? I believe it's 1 or 2 more bolts up top. Golly, I'm having a hard time gripping anything right now. time to go eat yet? Y'all just tell me when it's time. Thank God for gear wrenches. There's another one. Yeah, we gotta find that last one. Hi, baby.
What are you doing?
I'm working on the car.
I'm gonna help you.
You gonna help me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, Daddy?
Yeah, I'm fine, honey.
Oh.
All right, that's the AC compressor out. So if all goes to plan, transmission out, engine out, done. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually I lied. We're gonna pull the transmission right now.
Did you get it, hon?
I got it.
All right.
You're good.
Okay.
That's hard work by yourself. But we got it. Pulling the engine tomorrow. That is not my most elegant dismount, but could have been a lot worse. Oh yeah, the clutch was ready to go. Whoo! Look at all that clutch material. Yeah, it was ready. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's another day out here working on the RSX, and yeah, let's pull the engine out right now. Let's do it. Okay, so my plan is if we can get the engine up high enough, then I will, you know, just pull it out normal. But if we can't, I'm going to use the jack and lower the car, take out the jack stands and lower the car to make the room. We may end up having to take off the hood. I'm not totally sure yet. I'm basically just going to undo that nut. Technically that's the only thing holding the engine in, so I'm going to undo that and just loop around that engine mount. That's a good spot. Then I've got this loop right here with a nut, just kind of space it out a little bit, and then a bolt. This literally just came off the transmission, this bolt and this little hanger right here. So I'm just going to tie off right here, loop it there, keep it low, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it out that way. When we pulled out Kyle's engine, he didn't have a front core support in, so that was made it a lot simpler, and his hood was already off. We may just go ahead and pull the hood off, so that way we got plenty of clearance up top. Easy peasy. I remember these being a weird size. These Vibrotechnic mounts, they're not 17s like factory, they're like 18s or something. We just gotta dodge that low pressure AC line and we'll be home free. Okay, put a little twist in that thing and that's all it took. There it is, now she's free. Now we gotta fight with the AC line, but that's all right. I'd have took the hood off because I would have never made it. I'm gonna check around the back just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Nope, we're home free. Okay, now we got a lot of work to do, but The next thing is taking off all the accessories. Maybe try and stop a massive leak from happening. That'd be great. It's pretty much done. But yeah, K20Z1 for the first time out of this RSX. So we're going to be pulling off all the accessories, cleaning things up a little bit. Not going to be painting anything. Not really. It's not really worth it. Too much cleanup and things like that. Just clean them up a little. Throw them on the K24. Plop the K24 in. Hopefully it's that simple. No drama for once.